Okay. Yeah. Lady Wolf Pack on a whole nother level. Savage as they come, gang of female rebel. We got the sharpest claws, we got the whitest teeth. We coming for your lunch, but we only bring the heat.
Hey y'all, I'm Cassidy, the favorite daughter, obviously.
And I'm Kim, her mom, her match, and the real reason she turned out halfway decent.
Welcome to Mom's Favorite, the podcast where we laugh, vent, and overshare like it's our full-time job.
Yeah. And we're coming straight to you from Austin, Texas, where the queso's hot, the opinions are hotter, and we don't sugarcoat a damn thing.
You know, just think of us as Thelma and Louise, but only they're related and they have a podcast instead of a death wish.
So go ahead and pour yourself something strong, maybe a margarita, get a little snack.
Because here on Mom's Favorite, we got a lot to unpack. Hey y'all, welcome back to Mom's Favorite. It's Kim and Cassidy here, and today we are talking about something that, well, was not on our bingo card for this year.
Yeah, recently my significant other, EGON, had what we will lovingly refer to as a near-death, but not exactly, but definitely scary health situation.
Yeah, he's okay now. We just want to lead with that. Very much alive, home, talking, joking, so we're good. But at the time, it was a immediately start Googling Mayo Clinic and run through every worst case scenario in your head kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. So today we just thought we'd chat about what happened, how much worse it really could have been, and that times life has to remind you that you are in fact not in charge.
Nope. Okay, let's get into it. So there's been some things going on around here.
I know. I mean, everybody's busy, but this has been a little bit too busy for my taste.
Right.
Busy, not in a good way. So, yeah, remember that trip to Cabo we were going on?
I do.
Remember
yes.
that wedding we were going to go to? That beautiful wedding and little vacay we were going to take? Well, that didn't happen. That did not happen.
Yeah. It is very unfortunate that, you know, right before you're about to leave, this thing happened. But I mean, it is great that it happened before you left and not while you were in Mexico.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because if something like this is going to happen, that was the time for it to happen. And we are definitely grateful for that. So I guess we better tell everybody what this is we're talking about. So we are just night before. I mean, okay.
Yeah. Literally, like less than 24 hours.
I literally have, I look better than I've looked in months because I did everything. I did all the regimen. I had the best hair. I had the best nails. I had the best wardrobe. I got a new dress. I got everything, and I'm ready to roll to Cabo.
She had her snacks packed up.
I mean, I had everything ready to roll, and I get a call from EGON, and he says, I feel like really weird. I'm driving, but I pulled over, but I feel really, really weird. And I'm like, okay, like what? You know, I'm trying to get an idea of like, what do you mean weird? And he's kind of describing that sort of on one side of his body is feeling numb, and also sort of like shaking or vibrating. And he was just sort of a little panicky, I guess, which is not really uncommon, but he was a little panicky. And so I'm like, well, I just happened to be like a couple of blocks away, so I'll just pop over there. And I met him in the parking lot of a Jersey Mike's parking lot, and he seemed okay. He was just kind of like, just kind of worried, like, okay, what's going on? Why am I having this weird thing going on and this numbness? But honestly, I just came off of someone else that I knew that had numbness on one side of their body, and they went to the hospital and they did a degree of tests or whatever, and literally there was nothing wrong. They couldn't find a single thing wrong with him.
Right.
They said it was probably like some pinched nerve or something.
Yeah.
So as much as I don't really panic on things right off the bat, you know, so I'm trying to kind of like assess. However, he is 60 years old, and so a stroke is always something that you're aware of could happen at any time.
Right.
And so,
But he wasn't like, you weren't looking at him and his face was drooping, or he wasn't slurring his
no,
words.
he seemed totally fine.
could-
And he just said, I'm really thirsty. And so I gave him some of my drink, and he said he was feeling better. And so I was, you know, kind of mildly, you know, like, okay, this could be a million things or nothing. And so, but I knew we were leaving the next day on a plane. So I definitely didn't want a chance that this could be something. And so I'm like, maybe you should go ahead and go to the urgent care emergency room and just get it checked out. Just get a blood work, maybe just to get a little scan or something. Just make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
Because the last thing we want to do, and I had just heard a horror story
Of course.
about someone that had like appendicitis or something in Cabo, and they were talking about how they had to, and they actually had bought travel insurance to pay for this kind of thing. But the only thing is they had to pay in advance for these procedures to get done. And the travel insurance was kind of a after the fact kind of thing. So they still had to lay out like thousands of dollars just to get this surgery. But anyway, I mean, besides, you don't want to chance something like that. I don't, maybe other people do, but so,
Well, and he had said that morning he had a similar kind of feeling like in the shower, but then I guess it went away.
right.
So,
Right. Yeah. And so he went ahead and went over, and he drove. I mean, we weren't that far. It was just maybe
down the street.
2 miles from where he was going. And I was relatively sure that he was okay. He seemed okay enough to drive. And so,
well, he made it.
yeah, he made it. And so I said, well, go ahead and go over there. And I mean, in my mind, I'm just not expecting much really.
Yeah.
So I went up and I was just meeting with friends for a little cocktail before we left. And I figured he would text me and let me know, you know, what the deal was. But so he got there and I got a hold of him, and he initially, when he got there, he said they were thinking that he was definitely seemed like a stroke possibly or some TIA.
Yeah, they kind of have to like always think about it being the worst thing first.
Right.
Like they have to rule out the worst things first. So.
Correct. And so, but then within like 30 minutes, he was like, well, they're going to move me over to the other hospital, the downtown Dell, and because they don't have the right kind of equipment here to do what needs to be done. But then he told me that that they found a brain bleed, and that they were going to have to do some kind of surgery or procedure to possibly fix that, or they didn't really know what they were going to do at that point. Anyway, so long story short, they wound up moving him over to the other hospital, and we got him all settled in, and he wound up having to get that catheter. You might know more about the names of this, but the catheter surgery where they thread a catheter up
through the
in
groin,
your groin up to your brain and cauterize the bleed. And so
it's like a cerebral angiogram, I think is the name, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah.
So I think they were just probably like, okay, well, there's definitely a bleed. Somehow, I don't know how, they could tell that it was old, like not like a fresh bleed.
Right.
Somehow they can tell that. I have no idea. So I guess they were like, well, let's just watch and then repeat the scan and then see, you know, if this is growing or whatever.
Right. Well, and I mean, as part of the story, Egon was in an accident a couple of months ago, and so he did not really go and get really checked out, but we weren't sure. He had, he had some minor bumps and bruises, but I mean, it wasn't like we were really overly concerned about a head injury.
Right.
But I guess that lets you know that, and I'm even wondering, Cass, if it was possibly sort of a whiplash injury.
Yeah.
Like he didn't actually hit his head on anything,
Right.
but it was the whiplash action.
Well, that can happen, and that can happen with chiropractors. They can like tear your carotid, and it can like cause I mean, obviously that's rare, but that's a thing. Well, that's why I'm scared of chiropractors.
I know you are. But the neck part is the best part. It feels so good. I know it really does.
It'll feel great when you're paralyzed. I'm just kidding. I'm so dramatic.
I guess I'm going to have to bring on Dr. Abiel.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to bring Abiel on here to explain it all.
That's
to
not to
us.
say there's not great chiropractors.
I
I know
know
so many people that swear by the chiropractor, and I love that for them.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, so he has a pretty significant brain bleed to the point where it had been going on for 2 months. And I guess his body had compensated for some of it because he was functioning and he wasn't having any
Headaches.
symptoms really. But then once it got to its full point or whatever, it couldn't absorb anymore. And so he started having the numbness and all that. And so they the next day did this wonderful little procedure. It was being bamboo.
I know. Who discovered that the groin can go all the way up to the brain? Like, that's incredible.
It is incredible.
I wish that was me who discovered that.
Evidently that is not. I mean, I think they've done it with the heart. I don't know, but he said that procedure, like going up to the brain and stuff, he said that's not that old of a procedure. So before that, they would have had to like tap him or drill a hole in his skull.
Or cut a little chunk of skull off.
Yeah.
Well, something that Dave, so my husband Dave's a CT tech, so he does CT scans and knows how to read the reports. And so he said he read the report and it said that he had a 4 millimeter midline shift, which is essentially the pressure from the bleed is pushing the brain tissue over, like out of place, off the midline. And that normally when it's anywhere above a 5 millimeter shift, they want to do brain surgery.
Wow.
And so Egon's was 4 millimeter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and,
oof.
We read and doctors told him and other people have said that had he gotten on a plane and flown in that pressurized cabin, there's no telling potentially what could have happened and what probably would have happened. Because if he was already at the tipping point, I think that it definitely would have been something not good.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Or be there, have it happen in Cabo, and then you're stuck going to a Mexican hospital and maybe having brain surgery, because who knows if they can do that cath procedure that, it's like just so many scary thoughts.
Oh yeah, for sure. That happened to Kathy, this friend of ours. They went to Bali and she wound up having like a appendicitis or something, and just the horror stories of having to deal with just the language barriers and the, I know our healthcare is broken over here, but I mean, given what we've been through with all that, first of all, we have always had a fantastic experience at Seton Southwest. It's a tiny little hospital over here. There's like, if I wouldn't go there if you needed anything major,
right. Like,
but
don't go there for a heart attack.
Yeah. And, or if you do need to get somewhere, like since it is very close, it's in our backyard. It is like if we're in like with him,
right.
It's close enough.
They can transfer.
Yeah, they can transfer him over. But, and for what, that's where I went when I had my little surgery done over there. And I think it is great. people say, "Oh, it's so awful." Da, 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 da. I think it's great. Every time I've been in there, people are knowledgeable. I've been there a few times with Jake for different things. One time with like like an ingrown toenail or something that got super infected, and they had to do like surgery on it. And I was like, oh, but I mean, the nurses were all great. Just everything was, except, one thing I have to say about Egon, he is not a good patient. I mean, when I say not a good patient, he thinks when he's in the hospital that he's there for R&R. Like,
The H stands for hospital, not Hilton.
Correct.
That's what we say.
Correct.
And they're like, can you fluff my pillow? Stuff like, ma'am.
Well, his big thing is like, they keep coming in here and waking me up. And
You're like, they're doing their job.
I'm like, well, you're not here for just
A nap.
to get rest.
Yeah.
You're here for medical attention, and they've got to be tracking these things. I mean, they just put a wire in your brain. Okay.
Yeah.
There's things they've got to look for here.
Yeah.
And they said they had to keep asking him, what's your name? What's your birthday? What day is it? Where are you? They had to ask him. At one point, he was in pre-op, and they had to ask him that like every 15 minutes. And he was getting so irritated. And so when he came out of anesthesia, and he was like laying there, and they started asking him, what's your name?
He's like, this
and
again.
He goes, Ezekiel.
Bro.
Remember that? Okay, what's your name, Tony? It was that TikTok a while ago, and it was those like two, whatever they are, goats in a field, and one of them's like, what's your name? Tony.
Ezekiel. I don't think I've seen
Ezekiel?
this one.
Oh
but
my God.
I have to look it up.
It's so funny. And it was so funny that he said that, Ezekiel. And I'm like, okay.
Do you want them to run you back to the OR? Don't be giving them the wrong answers.
I know.
They're like, oh boy,
I know. No kidding.
this guy's a goner. He doesn't even know who he is.
I know. So yeah,
That's
it
so
was a
funny.
great experience. They, it's a trauma hospital, and I guess like a teaching hospital too,
Yeah, it
because
is.
it's a medical school there.
Yeah.
But so of course you have a lot of medical students and young, but I mean, I've been happy with them. So
Yeah.
he
I know
got
he
good care.
Yeah, and I know he was like kind of irritated about the discharge taking so long. He texted me. He was like, "Do you know anybody who can put me on the top of the list?" I was like, "No."
Oh my God.
I know it's because like every specialty has to like clear you, like internal medicine and neurology, and all the people have to say, okay, yeah, we're good with them going home. So
Yeah.
and then there's like a whole floor full of patients that have to go see. So
Yeah.
I know it can take a long time. People always are like, "What's taking so long?"
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
I know anything. If I know anything about hospitals, it takes forever to get out of that place. It literally does. It's like, well, we better start the night before doing the prep. Get ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually have patients. They're like, okay, you're going to get discharged today. And then, they assume it's going to mean soon.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just because they say today, just plan for it to be like later. Like
Right.
This
It's
evening.
like probably like a 4-hour deal at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was crazy. I'm glad that everything was okay. Because, of course, I'm like thinking about all the worst things. And because, like, Derek Huff's wife had a random brain bleed and had to have her skull removed and then had to wear a helmet while her brain healed. It was like this whole really scary ordeal. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no. Like, I hope that that's not the case. So I was very happy that they were able to do like that cath procedure because
Right.
it's so
And also too, I want to say that, we have this really tight group of friends that we have and family. We have you guys, but I am so grateful for the people in my life. And it's like, I only had to tell one person about this. And I'm telling you, my phone started blowing up. I started getting texts and calls and just
What can
people
I do?
showing
Yeah.
up. And it was, It was really, really heartwarming and very much appreciated. I love all my people and how much they love EGON.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody loves EGON.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And they were really worried about him. I mean, the very first day, his buddies were right down there in the room with them watching the football game. They were just like worried about their buddy. And so, I mean, and the outpouring of what can I do? Here's even down to Larissa and Sam sent us a care package and it was homemade soups and rolls. And so people were sending us food. And I mean, it's just so wonderful.
Yeah.
To have people that really care about you.
Takes a village.
I know it does take a village. And it really makes your life easier because then I didn't have to rush over there because I knew, well, they were already over there. And they didn't even ask me. They didn't call and say, well, do you want us to go down there? They just went down there, you know, and it was nice to have that support. And then, of course, you and Dave just right there going and picking up his truck and just everybody jumping in and doing what they needed to do. And it just really made me feel, it made a bad situation so much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
So thank you, Village.
Thank you, Village. The Stocking Boyer Village.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing better. I mean, he says he's still I'm not okay. That his head is still very fuzzy and he had a bad headache for a couple of days, I think, initially. And I think it just is going to take time because your body does absorb like blood, like a hematoma or hemorrhage or whatever, but it takes a long time.
Yeah, so it does. And the other thing that was that he had to kind of heal from is that incision in his groin too, because like, for example, he can't go in the hot tub. That's another
that
thing
was his his biggest like thing I hate the most about this. Not that like my brain is fuzzy, I can't work well, I can't go in the hot tub.
I know. I can't go in the hot tub.
Like, what am I
or
gonna
the pool.
do? What am I gonna do?
I know. She said 4 weeks, and I thought he was going to start crying. I literally did. But yeah,
because it's a huge artery.
Yeah,
there.
and I guess like, they close it up with some kind of like cement glue, or something they were explaining it to, and then they maybe have stitch. I don't know exactly. I didn't look at it real closely, but you don't think about something like that. You just think, oh, well, a little doodad.
A little shot in the groin.
But it's evidently something you got to kind of be careful with. And you can also, I guess, it can affect your circulation in your feet because they kept checking his feet.
Yeah, because it's all like one big circulatory thing. Yeah, I've had patients get that done. Obviously not in their brain, but they can, like if somebody's bleeding a lot after they have a baby, they can go in and cauterize the uterine artery that same way. So I've done that a couple of times, like take the patients to that interventional radiology suite where they have like all the TVs and the people and you can see it, like they inject the dye and it's crazy.
Whoa.
It's super cool. I was like, I'm going because I want to see. But yeah, it's modern medicine can be pretty incredible. It's like, wow.
And it's so nice to have family members that are in the medical professional, because having you and Dave in the medical professional, you already have a good knowledge of, like, Dave knew a lot about what was going on with him and knew, and it's just nice to have that in my pocket.
Yeah. Have a little bit of extra information,
So he is on the mend. He's doing just fine. They said it would take a little bit for that blood to absorb, but other than that, he's doing well.
Get him a helmet.
Actually been on a little health kick where he's trying to lose a couple of pounds and just making a few healthier choices. So yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, as we all should.
I know, right?
I was gonna say that this is a good reminder that because I'm one, and I don't know if it's just because like I work in the medical field, but if I have some weird symptom, I'm like, it's probably nothing. Like, I'll just wait. It'll go away probably. And it's important to not do that sometimes.
Right. Right. And I think it really depends on the scenario
Of course,
and the set of circumstances. Because obviously you get pains. Like I get pains all the time. I had a pain in my shoulder for like 2 months. And it's one of the reasons why I went to get that cardiac workup too. Because besides having palpitations, I also had this pain in my shoulder. And I was like, is it heart related? So, and it went away. It was probably like bursitis or something, but you get so many things that come and go in your body. You really need to know your own body and know when it's time to seek help.
When it's not just a normal ache and pain.
Well, anytime a 60-year-old man has numbness
anytime you have numbness on one side of your body, I don't care how old you are, you should probably go to the ER.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Could it be nothing? Yes. But also it could be something really bad. And especially stroke. That's why they like immediately go to that. Because it's like time is of the essence in a stroke. Because you can treat it. But after so many minutes, it's like the more time that goes by. Time is brain. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that too. And yeah, which was, I mean, I'm glad it was not that for sure. But, and I'm glad it was something that was, treatable.
Right. Right.
And had a good outcome.
Yes.
So one of the things I wanted to tell you about is I was talking to Shelly and Jody, and they were talking about how great the episode was with Karen on there. Yep. And they were like, oh my God, we want to meet her. We love her. We love Karen. So like they've been talking about her. And I really love that episode too. And I'm so happy that you have this great person to work with. She seems so up and so positive.
She is very.
Just so, I don't know, just somebody I think I would want to work with. Somebody who brought good vibes.
Definitely.
Into the workplace. Yeah. But one of the things she said that really, one of the things that I love about her is that she said, I just want to be helpful. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that.
Her gravestone. She wants her gravestone to say she was helpful.
I just want to be helpful. And another thing she said was come from a place of yes. And that's me. I come from a place of yes. I feel like you should say yes. Mostly. And like she said, you never know where it will take you in life. Just say yes, people. I mean, it's, hey, you want to do a podcast? Yes, we do.
We don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out.
We don't know why anybody would want to listen to this mess, but anyway.
Yes, so, I love Karen, and I knew that everybody else would love her too. That's why I was like, I've got to interview her for this podcast. And she was nervous, but then afterwards she was like, that was so fun. I want to do it again. I have so much more I want to talk about. And so I think I'll definitely have to have her on again.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing is people were saying they want more of that.
Yeah, I've had several people. I had several people tell me how much they loved that episode and they loved her and like we want to hear more. Yeah. Shelly said you should interview her once a week. It's like oh okay. So yeah, we'll definitely do her again at least one time, but probably more because
and definitely maybe even a few more of your even like Lindsay. We still got to get maybe Lindsay or somebody who can. I'm just thinking of somebody that's going to be like really
get the tea.
Yeah. Because I mean,
I got a few of those people,
but you're not that. You're not that person, but
honestly, more so because I can't remember the tea. I'm like, I'm sure some things happened, but I can't really remember.
Well, and I think like if you got with like somebody like Lindsay and y'all started talking back and forth, things kind of start coming. Yeah. Because remember when you and those girls over there at Metro, y'all started writing this book about all of the crazy things that people say in labor and delivery or whatever. I know. And it was so good. Yeah. It was like a whole art. It was like, these are hilarious.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Shit my patients say. Yeah. Or like crazy baby names.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd be a good book. I'm surprised it hasn't been written, but.
So the latest trend, I guess, I've been seeing, I don't know, but the latest trend seems to be like they keep the name a secret. Like it seems like everybody wants to, they tell the gender, some of them, but then they don't tell the name.
Yeah. And that's because they don't want people's opinions. And I know that firsthand because when I chose the name Shepherd, I had a couple of people that were like, Someone at my work at Metro literally said, do you want him to get a job when he's grown?
What?
I know. What a hoe. I was like, there's way crazier names out there. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Because once they're here and like that's their name, people's like it just makes sense, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's true. People do like they'll either steal your name,
right, or try to talk you out of it.
Or they'll say something like, "Oh, I used to know someone named Shepherd and he was a dick."
Yeah. Or, well, I don't care what his name is. I'm going to call him this.
Yeah.
Nanny.
Like Nanny, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I see that a lot too. Like, we're keeping the name a secret. I'm like, okay, I feel that.
That's so awesome. That's so funny. So what else have we been up to? So I have had a busy week, even though I didn't get to Cabo. I did not get to go to Cabo, but I sort of made up for it a little bit. I've had a very busy week. I've had events like every night. I've had things I haven't even shared with you. You don't even know
so
about.
popular, guys. She's Miss Popularity.
So we went to this new place. I have to look up the name of it now. Potino's. Look and see if that's a name. Potinos, I think.
Potino.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's
on
a wine
South
bar.
Lamar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we went to the one on 38.
Oh,
There's
Postino.
Postino's. That's it. And it was one of my little friend Cheryl's. It was her birthday, and they were having just a little impromptu get together over there, and it was fun. And we met over there, and then I had a date with Adam after that.
Who's Adam?
Adam Levine.
Oh. Oh, that Adam.
Yeah. Adam Levine. I had a date with Adam because we had to make some moves like Jagger.
Oh my God. Stop.
I know I can't. Anyway, so I had concert tickets. Well, Egon and I had concert tickets, but he didn't feel up to
loud music.
Big Moody with lights flashing with a brain injury.
Probably not a good idea.
And so I took Pam, my other little concert buddy, because she's a yes girl too. That's Pam Fold, Steve's sister, but she loves to say yes too. So. And she's always like a ton of fun. Like when I go to a concert, I have like people I go with that are just kind of like standing there,
right?
just
like not even bouncing around.
Yeah, not like they look like they don't even not even having fun. To me, I don't know. And then I have my friends like Pam who are like dancing all over the place and just chug-a-lugging and just hugging all over you and just happy to be
life
alive.
Of the party.
Yeah, just happy to be alive. And that's the kind of fun I like. So we had a really fun time. We went down there and went to see the opening person. I'm bad about names, but I don't know who it was, but it was like a wannabe Sabrina Carpenter.
Was it Claire Rosencrantz?
Yes.
Never heard of her.
I never heard of her either. But she's very Sabrina Carpenter-y. Just think of like a lot of jumping around, a lot of running around on the stage. They had that big, long stage that comes out, you know. And so there was like a runway stage. And so there's like, she's running up and down that stage, back and forth. And all I can think is, good thing she's young, because she's all that running. Even Adam Levine didn't go that many times back and forth up that thing. But
he's not a young chicken anymore.
I know. He's kind of showing his age too. Because I was looking at him thinking, he's not that
not
cute.
as cute as he once was.
I know. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm looking on the big screen and I'm like, he's not that cute. And he's starting to look too old. So yeah, it was hilarious, and yeah, I didn't care that much for for that opening girl.
The teeny bopper.
But what was cute is her whole family. I think her whole family was in the band.
Oh, cute.
Her dad was playing this is my dad. And it was playing the fiddle, and it was cute. That part was cute.
Yeah. The music itself and the running.
All that running around and just hair flipping, and there's not much to it.
You're
other
like,
than that,
stop.
Really. And she sounded really a lot like Sabrina Carpenter too, I thought. But anyway, what do I know? I don't know anything about new and young hip music.
What do I know?
What do I know?
You know.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
I don't know either. It's like half the bands on the ACL lineup was like, what?
I know.
I've never heard of this person.
I know, but I do love going to shows, and I do love going to live music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have the best time. What is it else we saw? Nate. No, not Nate.
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan, yeah. Oh, God, that was so good. That was so funny.
Yeah.
It was just like... And I don't think things are funny.
Yeah.
Like, other people
I know.
think things are funny, and I'm like, that's dumb.
That's dumb.
That's dumb. But for some reason, and he doesn't even cuss or...
Yeah, he's just very dry.
He's not even talking about like politics or anything controversial. He doesn't put anybody down.
No, he just talks about like his kids and
his wife, and
himself, alcoholic.
And yeah, I mean, it was such a good show. It was such a good show, except for the fact that was when I love to sit down when I'm getting ready to sit down to something, like I've been waiting to go and relax and have a nice time and have a nice evening, and then someone texts you,
oh gosh,
oh my God, something awful has happened.
That's so rude.
People, I mean, I don't even want to say don't do that, because if it's someone I love, you do have to do that. You do have to let me know. You do have to, but I mean, oh my God, someone just texting you something.
Can you not lead with that?
Has happened. And of course it could be anybody.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Or it could be anything.
It could be anybody pertaining to anybody. It could be like,
What?
I don't know.
Don't do that, people. Just say the thing.
I know. Or just say, hey, give me a call when you get a chance.
Yeah. Because now you're like, how am I supposed to sit here and laugh and enjoy it?
And I guess you could, because it's going to be if someone says that something awful happened, it's going to be something awful. So you can't not say what.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be sitting there the whole comedy show. I would be like, oh my God, I wonder what it is. I wonder who it is. I wonder what happened.
Yep. That's me. I would be thinking of all the most craziest things, like somebody got mangled, somebody got eaten by a bear. I don't know.
I know. Well, and I mean, I guess we can go ahead and say we had a family member that unalived himself.
Yeah.
Can you say everybody says unalived now.
I guess that's PC.
It sounds trite when you say
Took his own life.
Took his own life. Yeah. And I'm not going to tell anything about this situation at all, except that this was a caregiver of someone that was struggling, and they really needed help. So reach out to people that are struggling, and there's where that village comes in, because some people are barely hanging on, and you might not even know it.
I was going to say, even the ones that seem like they have it together, can definitely not, under the surface. So just check on your people.
Check on your people, and I know that I had actually even said, and I've said this to other people, take care of yourself. But people that are in that situation really don't know how. Yeah. Because you're just basically surviving at that moment. So thinking of something that you could take care of yourself is not even in your realm of possibility. So sometimes the people that are the loved ones have to step in and say, hey, this is what we need to do. I'm going to take you here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take care of this person or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just want to say too, if I ever get to the point where you feel like you want to off yourself because it's too hard, you take me somewhere. You drop me off over here at the memory care over on Davis Lane. It looks nice over there. You do that because I do not want anybody. That is a hard role to have. And I'm probably going to be so crazy, I'm not going to know
which way's
anyway.
left.
So if I get to that point, you drop me off somewhere, honey.
Or I'll just off you.
Yeah, but that would also carry its weight with you.
I know, I'm only kidding.
And you might go to jail, and you don't want to have to do that. But definitely, I don't want anybody taking care of me that's on the brink of somebody's life is not worth that much at that point. Unfortunately, that's a mean thing to say, though, really. I'm speaking for myself. My life won't be worth that. It's not worth you giving up your life for sure. So. Yeah. Just my PSA for the moment. Yes, so anything else exciting?
I don't think so. I have a birthday coming up.
I know. And so what do you want to do? What's the plan?
Good question. I know. Every year I'm like, do we have to? No. I know. Maybe just like a dinner or something. I should probably do something. I never do anything. So.
I know. And I try to say hey, your birthday's coming up, and you're just kind of always like, well, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. The mealy mouth story, and so I'm kind of like, well,
I know it's hard because I don't know, restaurants. I'm like, I don't, because I eat like a 10-year-old boy, so nothing is like, ooh, I've been wanting to try this place,
But that's
so
part of the problem.
Someone just pick a place for me, and I'll go.
Okay, if you went out to places, you might try some different things too. So it could be sort of like a.
I know.
I think that's part of the problem too. Is that.
Well, and it's just hard with work
kids.
And childcare and just all the arranging that has to happen is it worth it?
Well, and I know when you're in the thick of mothering too, your own birthday is at the last of the list of things that are of importance. Your kids' birthdays and even your spouse's birthday, but you don't even care about your own birthday. But I do care about it because it's a very special day for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we should celebrate. Okay. Me and you. We were there.
Yeah. Because I'm turning 28.
I know.
Again.
28. That would be great.
Crazy.
I know. So we'll do something fun.
I'll think of something. Something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's where we can leave it for today. Yeah?
Yes. Okay. So a couple of things that we might want to look forward to, though, is we've got a couple of interviews coming up that we just have to pin down some of these people out there.
Call
I'm coming for you. You know who you are. I'm not going to mention you on here because I don't want to embarrass you, but you know who you are, and I'm coming for you. I'm going to be doing my little series on pandas and pans. Yep. Talk about that and kind of more in depth of our story in hopes that it helps some other people that are going through it too. So, and speaking of pandas and pans, so I know you don't watch Housewives.
I don't. Oh, but I did see an article about one of the housewives' kids just getting that.
So Emily Simpson, I think is her name. She is on the Orange County Housewives, and her son is about 10, I think, and he has autism. Or he's been, let me back up. He's been diagnosed with autism. But I think we all think he's got pandas and pans. And now she believes, and the doctors are now looking, and they have now diagnosed him as having pandas, which is pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorder associated with strep. And
rattle that one off.
She says right then and there, her son had a bad case of strep, and after that he turned into a crazy person. And that's exactly what happens, and it can be other things too besides strep, but pandas is specifically strep specific. But I'm not happy about, obviously, her little boy and her family going through that horrible thing, and you can tell when she's talking about it, it's rough. But I am happy that this is getting...
Yeah, that she's talking about it.
Yes, and that the words are getting out there.
She has a platform.
And other families that are suffering and they don't know what it is, and they have no idea where to go for treatment. Because the good news is that there is treatment and there's life after it, and a lot of kids get completely over it. And, you know, you just got to know what it is, though. So, I mean, I was excited about that. I was pouring my emails, was just blowing up with people saying, did you see that episode?
Yeah.
Did you see that episode? Yeah. People were so excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I saw that on my Facebook, actually. Yeah. An ad popped up about that. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I know. Yeah. She just has such a big platform. So to use it to, like, you know, spread that.
And to be able to kind of follow, hopefully they follow the storyline a little bit and can kind of see the healing, what it's like, and bringing awareness to it. So I'm excited about that. So that's more about Panis and Pans. We'll be talking about that. So
yes, and I'm sure some other things sprinkled in that we come up with.
Yeah, because the holidays are coming up.
Oh my gosh, no, never. I'm never ready. Every time it's like Christmas, when I go out somewhere, people are like, "Are you ready for Christmas?" No. No, I'm not.
You're like, ready? Well, I had a brilliant idea, actually, when I was in Costco today, because I bought myself my first Christmas present. And it's actually for myself. It was I bought that Taylor Swift coffee table book. So
it's cute. I love it.
I really want this. And I was standing there thinking, I wish somebody would buy me this for Christmas. I'm thinking, I think I'll buy this for myself for Christmas.
There you go.
So I decided that this year... why don't we all buy our own Christmas presents?
Yeah, I like it.
Instead of me buying you a present, you just buy yourself a present. Instead of for me, buy it for yourself.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and that way you get exactly what you want, and, you know.
I really want a new couch. I need a new couch, should I say that? I know.
You do need a new couch, for sure. You need new...
Literally every day when I sit on this couch, I'm like, I hate this fucking couch.
Well, just light it on fire and then
I'll be sitting on the floor, but it might be better.
You can't afford a couch.
Well, I can afford a shitty couch, yes, but the couch I want, a couch it's like a couple $1,000s
at least.
Yeah,
I was gonna say a couch could be like $5,000 or more.
Yeah.
So
I know that's the thing. I'm like, okay, maybe I can buy like a used leather one. So I just look, and then I don't know. Yeah,
I know. Well, I guess I could just hand me down, and I could get some new couches, and I'm just kidding. Mine are still good. So.
Yeah, yours are good.
Anyway,
but Yep, holidays. I love the holidays, but
yeah, I know.
I'm never prepared as far as...
It's a love-hate.
It is.
But I think we could just have like an agreement, a family, because it's me and you. We don't have to be like, let's get experiences instead of crap.
They don't need all that shit. Oh, we already have too much shit in our house. And like half the things they got for Christmas last year, like never got touched. Yeah. So it's like a waste. So I think experiences too. I like it. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening. It means a lot to be able to share real life stuff, the funny, the messy, the scary, and everything in between.
Go hug your people, tell them you love them, and maybe also don't ignore weird symptoms. That's our medical advice for the day.
Highly professional, very clinical. We'll put it in a textbook.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you haven't already, go ahead and follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. It helps more people find our show.
Well, MFers, it has been a pleasure as always. Until next week, later bitches.